So anyway, you already know who it is. It's your boy, your guy, your best friend, ATN. And as always, well, not always, but today I'm here with the lady,
Lady L.
and we're here to discuss topics about dating. Well, not topics, just one in particular. We're not gonna get all and ramble like I usually do.
At least this time. So
We're
first of
gonna
all,
we're gonna
sorry that
try
it took
not
us
to.
so long.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step two. Okay.
So
Anyways,
we doing the rapper or we doing the
whatever,
Aaliyah, you know,
whatever. The
if at first you don't succeed. I'm just oh okay, so
Okay.
anyway.
So yeah. So apologize for it's taking so long. But we did want to follow up with our last one. We did the Going Dutch. And
Hmm.
so we promised you that we were going to come back and we were going to talk about girls approaching men or taking men out on dates.
Hmm.
We're going to come from a woman's perspective and then we're going to come from a male perspective.
It may not go in that order, it might flip flop, you never know. But hey, that's how we do it the convo. But first and foremost, before we hop into that, we would like to thank everyone who has
Yes.
taken the time to look, talk, share,
Give us
any
feedback.
yes feedback,
Yes.
criticism, uh to help us be better and to make the show more positive. We appreciate that. We
Yes.
appreciate you guys. We really do. um Continue to like, share, and comment. We love that. You know, the feedback, the communication between the two. Everybody should have a chance to get into the convo, baby.
Absolutely. We absolutely love your comments. Please know that anything that we say here is just our own personal opinions. We're not saying that this is something that you should follow in your life because whatever is perfect for you is perfect for you. This is just our opinion.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have fun,
Yes,
and
that's what we're here to
we'll
do.
love to hear what you guys think and for
Yes,
you to
but
share your
again, we keep everything positive.
yes, no negativity, all good vibes.
All good vibes.
So
So, without further ado, let's get into it. Women taking men out on dates. How do we feel about that?
the women taking men out on dates. What I will say is it can sometimes set a precedence
Mm-hmm.
that you don't necessarily want to definitely start off doing. Me personally, it's just me personally. I grew up old school, grew up down south. I grew up in a time where men courted. Some men nowadays don't even know what courting is. They don't even know the steps and stages of dating. So, um, but with that being said, I do think that once you guys have established some sort of level of trust, that it is okay for you to treat and take out your man, your significant other, your husband, especially on special occasions, his birthday, a great promotion, different things like that. It's just nice to do it just because sometimes. Um, but look, however, comma, I don't know if that's something that I think it's something that should be discussed before the two parties go out. So if you're gonna go Dutch, you should say we're gonna go Dutch. Um, I think that should be stated before you go out.
Okay, so this is it for me. Um, Being that dating is no longer traditional, especially since there aren't a lot of traditional women left, and really there's no real traditionalism. Can I say that? Does that work? Is that a word? Traditionalism? Anyway, well, traditionally it was the man was able to make enough money for the whole household. So a woman could stay at home, take care of the house, not have to worry about anything else. But nowadays things have changed. So there's a lot of going half on things, half on bills, half on working hours and stuff like that. Well, not half on working hours, but women have careers. Just as many women have careers, just as men do. So a woman
Or
doesn't,
more.
or more, and a woman doesn't necessarily need to depend on a man like women did back in the 40s and 50s and some of the 60s. Like they're able to get out there and do it for themselves and provide and be the providers, and bring home that bacon cuz I love bacon. I love
Well, I'm
bacon.
I'm actually glad you said that because
That I love bacon?
no,
I do love bacon.
no.
Send me bacon.
But the part before that, when you were saying that, it's almost like an act of them showing that they could be a provider and different
Mhm.
things like that. The reason why I think that it's important for a man to establish some sort of, because women are looking for providers and protectors even in the millennial age
Right,
of
but
dating.
before we get there, because sounds like we're gonna get off track with that.
It's
Before
not.
we get there, like I said, things are no longer traditional like that. So, and we always say, when you see something in life that you want, you gotta go after it. So, my question for me per se is, should women start actually like shooting the shot and taking ownership of shooting the shot? Like, if a guy is walking down the street and a woman sees him and it goes, he's attractive, I want that. I want to see where this can go with him. And she approaches him and is like, hey, I think you looking real good. Like, should women start actually like, yeah, I think you look good. I'm trying to go out with you, get to know you. You know what I'm saying? She get his address, come scoop him up. You ain't gotta
Oh,
worry.
see, now you going way too far.
I'm saying I'm not going too far. I'm saying that's what this is about. Should women start dating men the way that men used to date women? Because and I ask this question for a multitude of different reasons. You hear women always complaining there ain't no good men. Okay, well if you always letting the same dudes come into your life and bring the same thing to you, you're gonna keep getting the same results. So why not start taking matters into your own hand and approaching these men? I mean, you're gonna have to get to know them one way or the other.
Yes, however, comma,
However, comma. Not the
there's
side eye.
there's what I want to say is there has always been a label placed on African American women in
Mm-hmm.
general, that they're aggressive, that they're, the angry black. So when you say a woman approaching a man, some men will, the same black men will say, well, man, these women out here, they too aggressive. Like they out here being too, they trying to be the man. So, hey, don't act like that's,
Okay, I know there's some guys
don't
out
act
there
like
that
that's not
I
the
know there's
case.
some guys out there that feel like, oh, she got real masculine energy.
I hate that
But
term. I hate it. I loathe it. That's a whole nother topic for another day. But what I will say is, I think it depends on the circumstance, the situation. If the woman feels comfortable enough to express her feelings to a guy and, I guess, quote unquote, be the one to shoot her shot, by all means do that. If you are a woman who does not feel comfortable doing that, like, i.e., me, I don't necessarily feel comfortable doing that. Now what I will say is, as a woman, I put myself in a position to where he can ask me, or I will show some sort of interest without telling him, per se, that I have the interest. But I won't say that, but even with dating like that, most people are not approaching anybody because we're in COVID. But there's a lot of online dating. So I think it depends on the type of dating situation. In online dating, I think it is appropriate for you to shoot your shot to a guy because, I mean, that's what that is, that both parties will be able to have that opportunity to, say, hey, you seem interesting. I like what your profile said, or whatever the case may be. Um, but times are different even when it comes to that now. So more people are finding long lasting relationships through online dating than ever before. So
so just to backtrack a moment to something you was going to say, but I wanted to get all that out first. You brought up the man proving he's a provider and all of that good stuff, and I'm thinking you brought it up because of what I was saying. Like you was like, now you're doing too much. I think you brought that up because you didn't. You were saying like women want a man to provide. They don't want someone who's going to freeload or try to take advantage
Well,
of what you can bring to the
a
situation.
woman wants to know that you're able to bring something to the table. Like even if you're, because there's a lot of women and men in situations where women have more and more, especially African American women, because they're one of the most successful, demographics right now. Period. So in a lot of situations, African American women are the breadwinner. So I'm not saying that we want you to, some women do want you to be at that level, and that's fine. But for the women who are like, I just want you to have a steady job, I want you to have a car, I want you to have, bringing something to the table that doesn't include a whole bunch of baby mamas and children, but I want to see that you're bringing something of substance. So show me that you're willing to be able to provide something. Like even if you're not able to provide a whole lot of financial support, but what are you able to provide? So even when it comes to dating, let's say you don't have money, but the fact that you went the extra mile to do something romantic says that, okay, he's thoughtful, he's considerate, and he's still gonna do nice things for me even if he doesn't have it. So a lot of times men don't think that women think like that, but we absolutely do.
Okay. So we talk about actions, right?
Actions.
So what about the thought and the mindsets of some of these dudes? Like me personally, if a girl came and pulled up on me and was like, I think you look nice, I would like to get to know you, I would like to, come scoop you up, or we can meet or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We can meet at this place. Don't worry about it. I'm going to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I would say, like, dang, she really knows what she wants. One, it would show me that she can be assertive when it's time to be. You get what I'm saying?
And
like,
that's great.
So I don't think that's a bad thing if a girl was to go and want to shoot her shot and like actually step up to the plate. I don't think that's a bad thing.
Yeah, but the whole picking the dude up and
I'm saying if she wanted to pick him up,
First of all, in this day and age, it's very dangerous for you to go to someone's house and pick them up because you don't know who you're picking up nowadays. Period. But
okay, wait. Are we under the assumption that it's like I just met you on the street?
Well, that's basically what you said. The girl pulls up.
I'm saying she pulls up on them, but you don't think that they gonna have no kind of conversations?
Some people
before
don't.
they go on that date.
Some people don't. Some people don't.
I would think they would have a couple conversations. I mean, because they're going to conversate.
Meet them in a public place, ladies and gentlemen. That's for gentlemen, too. There are some crazy women out there. Just be safe out there. Be safe. There's too many things going on. Just be safe out there.
Everything is to be safe. So
yes.
Let's be safe.
So... You should meet people nowadays. Back in the day, yeah, they used to say now, but there's other things you can do to still tell the quality of the man. Like, does he try to open your door? Does he pull a chair out? Does he, there's other things like when you're walking down the street, does he make sure that he's walking on the side where the traffic is and all? Like there are other signs that he's a stand-up guy and that he has potential to be a really nice guy, even if he does not have a whole lot of money.
Okay, so quickly, because we're starting to get into the red zone, as I like to call it, the red zone. I don't want to run too long with these right now. I'm trying to keep them under a certain time. But to my understanding, what I'm hearing is that it's a no on that first date. A girl should not be, just in your opinion.
I'm not saying that
just in your opinion.
Yeah,
a girl shouldn't be on
not
the
for the first
date.
I think that if you decide to go Dutch, I think that's completely okay and natural if the guy decides that he wants. And it may be a thing of where Dutch could also be like, well, you know what, I'll pay for this one. Why don't you pay for the next one? Like, however you guys decide to do it.
So Dutch couldn't be her paying the first one and him paying the second one?
It could.
So again, it's a no for the girl paying for the first date. It's a no. That's what we're getting. That's what I'm hearing. A girl should not pull up and shoot her shot
Not
and
for
say
the whole, not for,
and
because
say,
here's the
let's
thing,
go on a
because the
date and
guy,
I'm gonna pay for it. She should not do
here's
that.
the thing,
That-
because if the guy agrees to go out on the date with the woman, that means that he has some sort of interest in her too. So there's some sort of mutual agreement that they have both decided that they want to go out, even if it's that they decide that they both want to go out for a meal. If that is the case, it is completely okay to go Dutch. I would.
Yes, it's okay to go Dutch. So what I'm hearing is it's okay for a guy to say, "Hey, girl, I like you. Let's go out," and then he foot the whole bill the first time. It's okay, but a woman should not. A woman should not be like, "Hey, let's go out and I'll pay for the whole thing." She should not. She should not do that. She shouldn't do that. That's
Well, what I think is because we have a lot of immature men out
Mhm.
there. The reason why I say that is you have to guard your heart, right? You have to guard yourself. And that's with anybody. That's male or female. That's why I feel like it is completely okay for you guys to go Dutch that first date. Because you want to make sure that there are pure intentions. And I have put myself in situations where I have paid. I'm not gonna act like I haven't done it before, because I was one of those where, well, these men, they out here got a hard time, like I'm okay, I got it, I'll foot the bill. But at the same time, then what you do, you create a cycle that he feels like you're always gonna pay, and that he never has to pull out the wallet, and that, and then he kind of rides that coattail of so to speak. So you don't want to open the door for you to open yourself to get hurt, basically, is what I'm saying. So going Dutch to me is, I'm all the way with go Dutch for the first date. I think that if the man is telling you that he wants to be in a relationship with you and different things like that, then there needs to be another conversation about going out. Then there's the time for him to really be showing you like what he can bring to the table.
I'ma just be honest and say, men, take note, because everything she's saying to these women, you need to be taking it in and making it a part of you too, because I need you.
I'm saying it for both sides.
But I'm saying
Protect
because
yourself.
because there are women out there who literally plan the way they're gonna eat through the week based off of dating men. Hit them with that Dutch and see if they still.
Especially if they starving college students, hit
them with the Dutch. Hit them with the Dutch, and if they really like you, they'll show up. They'll go Dutch. I would say, since we talking about it and we being completely honest, hit them with the Dutch for at least 3 times.
Well,
at the most 3 times.
I don't agree.
Once or twice.
I don't agree with testing people, right? So
I'm not saying test them. I'm not okay. If it's coming off as me saying test them, that's not what I mean.
I just want to make it clear,
but
though.
If their intentions are pure,
I just want to make it clear. What I'm saying is, say it up front. Like, hey, we're getting to know each other. Like, I would love to go out with you. Do you mind if we go Dutch for the first date or so until we get to know each other and make sure that this is really what we want to move forward? I think that is complete. Be upfront about it. Don't sugarcoat it. Be upfront about what your intentions are, whether or not you want them to be a person you want to spend your rest of your life with. If you have them as a side chick, like, it's too much going on in the world. Just be honest. Just be honest. And I'm saying this for men and women. There are a lot of people out there that they
are the side chick or the side nigga.
And they don't know
man.
it. And so that's not fair. So in essence, I'm really just saying, just protect yourself. Whatever makes you feel comfortable when you're moving forward in a relationship and you're trying to heal from things, it is okay to adjust to figure out what works for you in the dating scene. For me, I learned that I didn't want to always put forth first putting up all the financial burden and issues, because then all of a sudden you have a guy like, hey, I need to get my car off the shop. Do you mind if you let me do this? Or, hey, can I use your card? And hey, women, I'm just saying. So it's good to kind of know some of these things up front. Just guard your heart, guard yourself, men and women. The same thing for women. For men, these girls will have these sob stories for you and all that. You people should not be bringing up sob stories.
My rent. I need to pay my rent.
Your
and my baby
date.
got sick, and the car broke down, and the cat ain't got no food. I don't even have a cat.
That's a red flag. That means that they are not ready to date. And maybe that could be a whole nother segment. If you are not able to go out on a date and you're not able to pay for your own meal, you're not in a stable home environment, you're living in your car or whatever the case may be, you are not in the position to where you should be putting yourself into the dating scene. Wait until you get yourself established and become a whole person or whole-ish person before you start trying to, because hurt people. Mm-hmm. And it may not even be intentional, but a lot of times when you're in that situation, you're in survival mode. If you're like, don't have a car, you don't want to be a hobosexual. I'm just going to you don't want to be that. So just make sure that you're actually ready to date. Like you have some of your ducks in a row. You feel like you're in a place where, okay, I'm mentally ready, I'm financially ready, I'm emotionally ready. Okay, let's see about going out here in this dating scene.
I have an argument for that, but I'm gonna save it for another time. So that was I don't even remember what we called the segment.
This was supposed to be women taking
the actual
dating.
It's dating,
it's like
but
a dating series.
It is a dating series, but I had a name for it. I don't know. I don't remember the name either right now. But I know like one of the subjects was women shooting their shot, taking men out on dates, and it seems like
it's okay for a woman to shoot their shot.
Our woman's opinion. Women's.
No, it's not women's.
But you're one. Women. Anyway, the opinion of the woman in this subject matter
and I don't speak for all women.
You don't speak for all women.
See?
We're all one. It's about unity.
I'm going to get you right.
I speak for the man. And she speak for the woman. Okay, but anyway. What I'm saying is, based on some of the opinions that I've gotten, plus the opinion of the lady.
Lady L.
Mm-hmm. Women ain't going for that. Like, they feel like after maybe the first couple of dates, then they can take a dude out on a date. But they have to know that it's something serious before they do.
Sincere. Their intentions are sincere.
Men, it's time for y'all to get back on y'all game. That's the only way I could put it, Bring that chivalry back, Make them feel like how we supposed to make them feel.
We want to feel wanted.
Yeah. Well, not just wanted, but just make them feel like it's more than sex.
Yeah. That's what I'd have given. I mean, if they're out for serious dating, yeah, they don't
need to think with the right head. You can have fun and all that great stuff. Everything is supposed to have some fun in it, but think with the right head. So that's it for this show, this program.
For those who believe in all the other things, use your discernment. It will never fail you.
Yes. That's
for men and women.
Word. That's a big word for everyone out there.
Use your discernment. For people who believe in God, God gives you the spirit of discernment. Utilize that. Your higher power person has given you discernment. Your inner self has given you the spirit of discernment. It will not lead you wrong 9.5 times out of 10. So again, just be safe out there. Show love, show kindness, show positivity. But make sure you're out there being safe. So that's it.
So as always, positive vibes, positive energy. Smile, baby. Smile, baby. 'Cause you look so good when you
smile.
And continue to be that energy you want to receive. You already know who it is. It's your guy, your boy, your best friend, ATN, and the lady
L.
And it's today's show. Get into the combo.
Peace.